Good morning. Well, as you can see, I'm on the AT doing kind of a little short solo hike today for some exercise, explore a little bit. I drove my car up to Clingmans Dome, parked there, and I hitched a ride from there back down to Indian Gap, which is 6 or 7 miles from there, I guess. And I started hiking from there back up the AT to my car. I think I may explore, go look at Mount Collins Shelter area when I pass it. But other than that, just a mainly exercise hike. And it's been some exercise because this first half mile or so of this trail has been nothing but straight up. You can see the steps. It may not look like I'm going up, but believe me, I am. Anyway, this trail's very worn, so it's very nice. All right, I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm taking a break. I'm at Mount Collins Shelter. You can see it behind me. Previous that way. I didn't see any water sources anywhere at this shelter. There's some springs and stuff that you walk close to though, so you could probably find some water. 3.2 miles. It says it's 0.5 miles off of the AT, but it wasn't that far. It was only like 0.3, maybe 0.35. It's a nice shelter. Let's go in here and check it out. Upper deck, lower deck. Plenty of room in here for 10 or 15 people probably. So at the trailhead, there were two trails leaving the parking lot, and I took the wrong one. But I only made it about 50 yards before I realized I was on the wrong trail, which looked to be just like a bathroom trail for people, I guess. And then I came back out and went on the other trail, and it was marked and obvious from there. All right, anyway, there's my pack and stick, so I'm gonna hook it back up and head on up to Clingmans Dome. So I lied, there is a water source at that shelter, just past it down the trail, down Sugarlands Trail a little bit. You can see it on that previous picture I took. I've only seen a few people today. I'm climbing back out of the shelter. Oh, there was at least 2 sets of bear cables I saw. Several tent sites around the shelter as well. I'm hiking back up to the AT. Of course, it's up. Seems like everything's up. That's just the way it is. Anyway, the sign at the AT says 0.5 miles to the shelter. The sign back there says 0.3 miles back to the AT, so I don't know. Somebody don't have the distance right. Anyway, just wanted to add that about the water source for future reference. So I'm gonna get back to it. All right, I made it to Clingmans Dome. Wanted to get a video up there, but it is a dang circus. There's so many people, you can't even walk around up there. So I just took a picture. I went up there, but there was no way I could videotape anything. So I'll try to do that another time. Yeah, it's a lot of little side trails, but you always know you're on the right trail when you find that mark. So I'm gonna do the little Clingmans Dome bypass, get away from some of these people. Haven't decided if I'm gonna go down to Andrews Bald or not. I may do that. It's a short hike, like less than 2 miles, I think. Well, I learned one thing, a couple of things on this. Bring some water, because there's almost no water. I brought 1 liter and it's gone, and I've been looking for some more water, but I haven't found any yet. I just finished that liter, so I'm okay. But I'd like to find some more if I can. And that couple that gave me a lift, it was an older couple from Texas, they said. We had a good chat. They were very nice. First people I asked when I got here. They said okay. I told them before I got in the car that I was vaccinated, so they didn't have to worry. They very much appreciated that. They told me they were both vaccinated as well, so if you haven't got your shot yet, get it. Don't mess around. I can assure you that everyone will appreciate that. And you won't die, so there's always that. All right. I cannot believe how many people were back there. Crazy. And 100 yards off the beaten path, and there's nobody. All right. Well, I see some people now, so I'm gonna hike. Andrews Bald. Not as pretty as Gregory Bald, but pretty place. You can see Fontana Lake and some other features off in the distance. Very nice. A lot of people, ton of people on this trail from Clingmans Dome. All right, I'm gonna head out. Took a quick break, ate me a snack, now I'm gonna head back. There's a bunch of these cool boardwalks on this trail. I've never seen those before. Like this one. There's several of them. Well, lesson learned, bring extra water, because there's no water anywhere. I had a chance at about a half mile point to fill up. I didn't. So I drank my liter that I normally carry, and I've been out ever since. Maybe the last three miles or so. Well, at least it's nice and cool, so I haven't been too thirsty. I got about a mile left back to the car. So I know it's confusing what I did today because I was kind of winging it. So I parked my car at Clingmans. I hitchhiked down to Road Prong on Clingmans Dome Road and started on the AT there, and I hiked to Clingmans Dome up. That was almost 7 miles, just past Clingmans Dome, and then I got on the Clingmans Dome By-Pass Trail and went down Forney Ridge Trail, which I'm on now, to Andrews Bald, and then turning around and going back to the car. Looks like it's going to end up being about 11 miles. Yeah, there's 10 right there, so about 1 more mile. All right, I'm gonna gut it out. I've got some water in the car, but I'm pretty thirsty. So, rule of thumb, carry an extra liter when it's hot and there may not be water. I failed. All right, it's a big climb out of here, so I'm gonna hit it. Clingmans Dome is a madhouse. People everywhere. Crazy. I thought I had water in the car, but I don't. So I'm gonna drive down to Newfound Gap and get some water. Lesson learned. Bring extra water when in doubt. All right, I'm done. That was 11 miles. That last mile was straight up, so calling it a day. Happy hiking, everyone. Until next time. This is leaving Clingmans Dome. Yeah. There was almost nobody there when I got there this morning. They're just parked in the road.